G'day guys, my name is Silent and you're watching Silent's Gaming Corner. Today we are playing TimberBorn. What is TimberBorn, you may ask? Well, TimberBorn is a city builder / survival game where mankind has turned Earth into a dry wasteland and perished. However, one species has survived, adapted and evolved. Beavers. In TimberBorn, you can choose one of two factions, the nature-loving folktales or the industrious Iron Teeth. Each faction has its own unique buildings, technology and gameplay traits. Once you have picked a faction, you then build and prepare your settlement for reoccurring droughts and toxic waves. Links to the Steam page and official TimberBorn and Game Dev YouTube channels will be in the video description, along with the TimberBorn Discord link and website link, so be sure to go and check them out. As always, I do hope you enjoy the video, and with that being said, let's get into it. G'day guys, my name is Silent and welcome to the first episode of TimberBorn. I hope everyone is doing well, and if not, I hope your day night gets better. And also, before we get started, I just wanted to give a big shout out to everyone who has subbed, because without you guys, I would not be able to achieve my goal. Alright, so let's get this going. So let's go with a new game. Now I'm going to go with Folk Tales, and I think what we might do is once I pick this, I'll go and pick the map. Actually, I'll do that. We'll pick this map, and we'll see you in game, guys. Alright, here we are. So we need to name our settlement. So I think I'm going to go with this. We'll go Beaver Dream, because it kind of sounds a bit fitting. Alright, let's pause the game to get ourselves set up. So I have played a little bit of this game before on this map, but I've never gotten to late stage, mid stage, or probably even really mid-early stage, really. Just a bit of a mess around with a bit. So this is going to be interesting. Now, I guess, well, I don't know if all city builders have this. I'm generally not really a city builder type game person, but after watching some gameplay of this game, I was like, yeah, this is kind of different. I don't mind this, so I ended up getting it. And as I said, I've already played 20 hours of it, and I do really like it. And I definitely highly suggest getting it if, as I said, I'm not a city builder, but I do definitely recommend this game. Now, probably what I should have done is, before I started this playthrough recording series, is go through again to re-familiarise myself. But then again, at the same time, we'll just learn / relearn as we go. Now, unlike other city builders, there is a science tree skill thing where you got to get science points to unlock new buildings and all that sort of stuff, which definitely I think sets it apart from games like SimCity and City Skylines and all that. It's a bit different. And the survival aspect of it is, you got to provide your colony with food and water as well, and keep them alive. Otherwise, if you don't, you ain't got no city. So, let's see. Now, we are going to need to get some basic things set up first. So we are going to need water. And we're going to need to get these trees chopped down so that we've got some basic building materials. So let's do this. We'll leave it on pause. Actually, you know what? Let's do that. From what I do remember, at the start you kind of want to set the working hours to about 18, and then as you get a decent sized colony, I guess you could say, you can decrease that kind of thing. Let's actually pause it. Get the camera roughly sorted out. So first things first, you get a path built. So let's do that. I am going to need to build a path up to here to start with. Now, I've got to remember how to do all this. Actually, we will also get a path going up here, because we do need to get food going as well. So let's see. We will stick that there. Now I've got to remember how to do things. Demolish. Here we go. Demolish, build, delete rubble. There we go. So we want to. No. There we go. As I said, I probably should have just done a quick playthrough to familiarise myself. That's just not how it's said, but words are hard, people. So we need to get that done. So let's get that going. Let's get a path down to these trees, so that way we can chop them down for both resources and also to clear an area to building. Alright. Now, okay, yep. Put you high priority. you're going to be a high priority. Let's actually speed it up a little bit. I could probably actually do another one of them. Alright, so now we can go, let's slow it back down again, and yes, I want to delete that, because we are going to need this area. Because we do need to supply water as well. So let's actually, hang on. Let me do that. Let's go up here to there. Let's get rid of all this path. I know there is a better way to do this, but I can't remember. Alright. So we got water. I'll probably get at least 2 going. Alright, let's get a path to them. Now, actually, another thing we're going to need to do is, let's do that. Let's see, storage. Oh, can we? Yes, we can. Let's actually stick you there. That way, we've got some log storage. Let's set that up. Let's change this a bit. Make it a little bit brighter. Alright. And now we need some science buildings. That way we can start unlocking things. So let's actually go 3. And let's get a path into them. While we're at it, let's get some more lumberjack stuff going down. And we'll get 2 there. Alright, let's see. Plant trees, bushes. Nope, we want cut trees. And we want to get rid of all of them. Alright, so now we need some basic food storage. Actually, let's just go the smaller one for now. Water pump, let's see. We need water storage as well. So we want to get these. I mean, normally I put them here. I mean, for now, everything's just more or less going to be a placeholder. And eventually we'll rearrange everything. And I'll try and... yeah, you'll see. It will all come together at some point. Okay, we need to get rid of them trees as well. Because we are going to need them. Well, should I say need that space. Let's increase the workers. And we're going to need some housing as well for now. Because in order to build your colony as well, you need to put some housing down, which will not only give the beavers somewhere to actually sleep at night, but that will also allow them to reproduce. Alright, 3 should be good for now. I need to pick something for here, so we want logs. Let's get these high priority, and we'll get one of them at the minimum high priority. Let's set that to high priority so the storage gets built. You know what? Let's actually do some more logging. Because we really do need that wood. Plus, and I don't know when this is actually going to happen, but as you can see, we've got clean water there and bad water. Bad water you don't want, and eventually we're going to have to deal with that. But as you're also going to see at some point, an event is going to happen. So we're going to need to build a dam across here, and the reasons for that you'll see. But for now, we need to get things going. What is these? Blueberries. So we need a blueberry storage. Let's see, where is it? There. Grilled chestnuts. Berries. Alright, cool. Alright, we need to get these built. Let's set that to a lower priority. Okay, so let's 2 workers, I think, should be good enough. We can increase that as we go. We do need them built. Alright, yeah, so we need to get housing up so that way we get some more beavers going. So actually I might decrease that by 1. Nope, okay, I can't. Fair enough. That's high priority. That's high priority, so that'll get done when it gets done. Okay, so they aren't doing too much. Yeah, there is a way to set up to delete stuff, but I can't quite remember just yet. I'm not gonna, no, that's not what I want. Damn, really wish I could remember. I should. Hindsight's 2020, isn't it? What if I do this? Nope. Okay. Well, this is going to be fun. Housing district management, is that it? No, that's not it. Landscaping, that could... No, I don't think that's it either. I know it's one of these. Ah, there it is. Let's get rid of all them, clear that area. We will get rid of that as well. Alright, cool. Because we are going to need a lot of space here. Alright, these built, so let's get these set to water. Alright, that's still not going to be done for a little bit. So we got some basic food, basic water going. So I guess like all city builders, like it's a, yeah, it's a slow time kind of thing. Actually, let's get rid of one of you. Actually, we can get rid of two of you. Let's see, let's see, 3 inhabitants. Alright, so we've got 3 inhabitants and... Alright, so we need more housing. Alright, so... Where's our path? There. We'll get some more housing going, that way we can have more beavers. Because we do need more. Let's increase you to 2. Let's go to times 3 speed. Let's get that set. Actually, let's get rid of you. 2 will do for now. You know what? We can get rid of you. Let's get rid of all them as well. Alright, perfect. They're all going. So up here in the top left, as you can see, there's your science points, which is what you use to unlock stuff. What is that? That's your materials. So we got wood, ingredients, which we're not there yet. We've got a little bit to go before that. There's your food, water, and that's going to be later down the track as well. This shows you your stats. So we've got 12 adults and 4 children. And we've got 1 beaver doing nothing. So let's throw them in there. Alright. So, now that's done. Let's actually go back to 2. we are going to need, you know what, actually. No, okay, that's not what I want. So let's get rid of these. Because what we'll do... actually, let's leave that there. Zoom out a bit. Because we are going to want a bit of a plantation kind of thing. So let's actually do that there. Alright, so let's unlock that. And we shall put that there. And then from there we can build a plantation where we can farm trees, basically. Once this is built. And I think there's 3, maybe 4 different types of trees that you can plant. And some of them have, well, they have varying different grow times. So some regrow quicker, some take a little bit longer, but you'll get a bit more yield out of them. It sort of, you know, just all depends. Right, so let's do... So I think I want this here. Get rid of them. We want to get rid of them as well. That way we can, whoops, it's not what I wanted to do. So we want to come down there a bit. Alright, and we wanted to build there. Now let's see, we are going to want that. Have we got enough? Yes, we do. That is going to be very important. Let's see. There was a thing for that. Demolish buildings, demolish rubble. Oh. Let's actually get rid of that. Alright, that's done. Right, now we can do this. Actually, we are going to need this first. Is that built? No, it's not. Let's set that to a high priority as well. Because we do need them renewable sources. Okay, we do want this a high priority. Now this is only going to be temporary. As we start building the dam from this side back across, we'll be deleting all of them. This is more or less just to provide a path for them to get to. Otherwise, if we just built the dam straight up, there's like no way to get across this side to come on till that side, more the middle section. So generally, I just build these across, leave that one square, and then just work my way back with the dams. And actually, while I'm thinking about it, we can just put that there to start with. Alright. Now, we are going to need power eventually, so we've got the wheel. Okay, hang on. No, the water wheel is what we want first. Not too sure about them just yet, so we'll leave them. We are going to need, we've got the planks, we've got that. We may need them at some point, so let's do that. And the farmhouse is where we can build farms. Housing, don't worry about that, but actually housing we can do. We got 115. Alright, so we don't quite have enough. Alright, so mini lodge, inhabitants 1. So we want 150. So the double lodge for now. Why? Oh, we need planks. Okay. Alrighty then. And that's gonna need power. So let's we'll put this here for now. Again, as I said, I probably should have gone through and did a bit of a refresher. But it is what it is, and I guess in a way, hopefully it'll help you guys, or anyone that wants to play it, sort of learn as well, I guess you could say. I'm not sure that we'll need plank storage just, or maybe we could just do that. Let's go with this for now. And we'll set that to planks. Alright, so housing we can do. We'll unlock that. Oh wait, no, it's not that one, it's this one. Damn it. Oh well. It is what it is. You know what? Let's build a path to here. Let's see, and let's get something there. And this will give us some wood as well. Oops. Alright, so we need to make this a priority, as well as that, and that. Let's get another one of these going. Actually, we could probably, let's see, is there a way to... Yes, there is. We can pause that one. they're full. We can always place one back there if and when needed. Let's do -1 on that. Okay, you're high priority. So are you. Let's see, I think that is a 2. Yes, it is. Alright. So let's get some more housing down. That way they can reproduce faster. Well, not so much faster, but we can get more reproduced easily. And that way we'll have more workers to do more things and do things quickly. Alright, yep, you're doing stuff. You know, what we could do is also put another one in here as well. That way we'll have 2 beavers in this area cutting down trees. I don't think it would be needed, but we can just add a bit more pathway. You know what, let's actually make this less priority. Oh, well, that one's going to need planks anyway, so nah. That's just logs. That just requires logs. So, as you can probably already see, until you start getting your plantations up and going, your log resource is going to be a bit slow. Like, you do have options and all to get there, but ideally, yeah, you do want to get them plantations down so that way you've got a constant supply of wood or logs. Let's make this a lower priority. Let's actually increase that to 19 hours. That looks like it's full. Yep. Let's do that. Let's set them up to a higher priority. Does this show? Oh yeah, okay. So it takes 12 days to regrow, and this one's 97% the way through. Pine resin will be a thing later that you need to also do as well, which is another thing that you can grow in your plantations. I can't remember what it's used for, but we will get to that eventually. At the moment, we just really need these logs. So we've got 3 there, so let's go that. Let's actually do that. We'll pause that one so it'll free up a worker. might need to build a path there as well. Sometimes you do need to build a path to different building sites or things like that so that they've got somewhere to get there, because they don't always just go anywhere because of their pathing. Alright, so he just needs power. So once that shaft gets built, which it's now built, he'll start getting logs and turning them into planks. Let's make a shortcut, like I was saying. And that way, instead of having to go from here all the way around, you can just boop, straight there. Actually, let's get rid of this for now, because it's kind of unnecessary. And while I think about it, let's save. And they're still building, alright. Well, let's actually get rid of them. We'll let them finish that. Okay, there's someone in there. Let's do that as well. Now, I've been wanting to create some content on this game for quite a few months now, but unfortunately, up until recently, I haven't really had the time. But now that I've just finished off the Infected Season 2, I've thought, beauty, this is a perfect opportunity to do a series on this and get this going too. Because this is like a really great game that I've been wanting to show off. Let's do that. You're basically nearly finished. So what have we got? 16 adults, and we still got 2 unemployed. For now. Why aren't they harvesting? Because I didn't do them. They're not done, so let's do them. Get as much harvesting as possible. Okay, you are prioritized. It just needs 1 more plank. Let's see, day 13. Come on, 1 more plank and then we can get a forestry down and start producing our own lumber. And that'll be it there, I believe. Yes, perfect. Alright, let's see. Plant trees and bushes. We don't want them. So we're going to go with birch. Because it has the a very quick, what do you call it, cycle, I guess you could say. So let's get that sorted out. Let's delete them. Okay, birch, that needs to be deleted. perfect. There we go. We want a big plantation. Actually, oh no, hang on. Let's get rid of them too, because then we can do this, and we'll put them over to here. That way they can help harvest that area. They've still got a fair amount to go. Alright, let's also... Now let's do a... actually, can we do this? Let's put that there for now. Again, most of this stuff's just more or less going to be placeholder. But we need to get things down, the bare essentials to get us going, and eventually as we go, I'll redo all of this. And we'll have different things going. I can't put any more people there. Well, you know what? I do need to get this dam in. And now that I've got... Actually, I won't need that there. I want that there. Or do I? Actually, no, I don't want that there. Oh, I thought there was a way to upgrade that. I think it's, nope. So I probably need to build a couple of these, actually. So what I actually might do is do that. Because I'm gonna want two of them there, and that way two of them will have two like replanters, I guess you could say. Let's up that one more. Oh god. And here comes our first drought. So, I did not put... Oh wait, no, that's right, I wasn't gonna do that. Oh crap. No, wait, I was. What am I doing? Alright, high priority. Let's not prioritize you. Alright, let's delete you. We need you there. You know what? Let's increase this for now. Oh, we need logs. I think this we're probably gonna suffer through. Hang on, that's done. Let's get the next one up. High prioritize that one. Alright, so I think so we've still got little over 2 days before the drought hits. So the more we can get built of this, the better. Okay, that one's done. Let's delete that. Get that in. And you're set to that. Still need a few more logs. Let's see if I can do this. Oh, okay, quick, that one's done. Get the next one in. Since there's no logs down there, let's get another one of them up there. Alright, sweet. Let's get rid of that. Get that in there. High priority, that one. One and a half days left. I think we should be able to manage it. Alright. Get rid of that. Get that in there. Set that to high priority. We still need more logs. Planks, sorry. Sweet. Get rid of that. Get that in. That's high priority, that one. Because we really need this dam done. Because once a drought hits, as you can obviously probably guess, all of the water sources dry up. So all the water actually gets produced magically through just magic. And every so often, the different cycles, they will dry up and they'll stop producing water. So like what you want to do when you can is you put a dam here, and that way this little area here will actually stay full of water, which keeps this land close to the water's edge nice and watered, fertile. That way you can still keep growing veggies or keep these berries growing. These crops can keep growing, and you can also keep some water supply as well. The only downfall is when it comes to these powered wheels, obviously there's no flow, so buildings that are powered like this from a water source, they will lose power and they will stop working. But eventually, once you unlock them, you can build windmills and all of that sort of thing as well. So now that's done, let's get that built. And we still got half a day. But of course, the other thing you want to make sure to do as well is to not flood, because then it has the opposite effect. So hopefully we can get that finished. Come on, 2 more planks. Maybe I should prioritise that to be quite fair. Ah, perfect. Alright. Let's go to 0.7. Alright, we can do 0.75. I think if we go any higher, that'll what happens if I do a little bit more? I think that might be the limit right there. Alright, let's leave that at that. Oh, no. Let's do that. Yes, actually, let's leave it all the way up. See, as you can see, this is all dried up now. So the only water I've got is this. So as long as you've got enough water to keep your crops growing and a good water source for your beavers, you'll be good. Yes, you're going to lose power, but that's only for a short amount of time. Alright, so we do need another one of these, so we'll put that there. We'll set that to priority. Housing, let's unlock that. What we need to do is also unlock the stairs to there. Let's get a path to there. And we'll clear this area out. Eventually. Alright, there's the drought. So now we've got to keep an eye out, because when this water starts coming down and starts filling back up, we're going to have to lower them gates. Otherwise I will definitely flood everything. Let's speed the time up a bit. I'll lower them a little bit. Okay, let's lower them a lot more. Perfect. Well, we've survived our first drought. Which is perfect. So we need to set that to priority, which it is. Now that we've survived our first drought, we need to do a save. Alright, perfect. So pretty soon we can actually start working on moving all the housing and increasing the housing storage? Question mark? Yeah, whatever you want to call it, I don't know. And that will in turn increase the beaver population. And then we can start removing these and utilizing this space for farming or whatever. But all in all, we've done good so far. We've survived our first drought. We've got basic lumber plantation, I guess you could say, going. So now we're going to have a good constant supply of timber for logs and planks and eventually other materials needed. We've got a dam set up so that way when future droughts come, we can store water to help water our beavers and keep our crops growing, which is good. Eventually we're going to clear some more area and eventually we'll work our way down this way. And then we can utilize all this space here too. And eventually, yes, spread it out. But that is where we're going to call it for today's episode. I do hope you have enjoyed today's episode. And if you like what you're watching, hit that subscribe button for future content. With that, I will see you next video.
Bye, have a great time.